Hi there! Today, I thought we could draw Baby Yoda. All you're going to need is a piece of paper, pencil, and eraser, and that's it. If you want, you can use pencil crayon and marker or crayon to color your drawing in. Let's get started. First thing we want to start with is to draw his head. So I'm going to go to the top of the page, not too high. You want to kind of be down here near the middle, and you're going to draw an oval shape. That's going to be how we're going to make the head. And then I want to add 2 lines coming out of the sides for the ears. Get down your oval over here, and you're just going to draw 2 lines sticking out like that. Okay, let's start with the clothing. So for the clothing, you're going to draw a line that comes down like this. Fix these lines up later. And one that comes down like that. Maybe you can make it stick out a little bit like this. Okay, this part of his outfit, we're going to just go like that. I guess it's like a collar that's wrapped around, and the other one is going to stick out a little bit at the bottom like that. Okay, draw his cloak. So the arms, the sleeves, I'm going to draw a line like this and a line like that, and don't make it too long because he's a baby, so his arms are going to be really short. So I'm just going to go ahead and erase a little bit. I think I made it a little too long. Next, you're going to do a little line for the sleeve. And now let's do the cuff. So the cuff of his sleeve. Just going to draw a little line up and a little line to the side like this. And then we want to make it a little curved because we want to make it look 3D. So I'm just going to go like that. Okay, so that's the sleeve. And then this part comes up like that. And for this side, you're going to do the same thing. So you can start off with this part up a little, out, and then curved, curved. And then you can also draw this side, and then you can put the sleeve up here. Let's just draw the rest of his outfit. So we're going to draw a guideline for now, and then later on we're going to go and add our little details. So I'm just going to draw a line that comes down like this, and on the other side like this. So it's not going to be too straight, it's going to kind of stick out like that. And then at the bottom, you're just going to go like that. Let's fix up the ears first. So for the ears, you're going to keep this part as it is, but you're just going to go down a little bit like that. Kind of a curve, so it's not a straight line, it's curved. And then you're just going to go like that. Okay, and you're going to do the same thing on this side. So down a little bit and then curved. And then it's gonna go like that. And if you need to adjust, if you feel like one side's too big and one side's smaller, you can just adjust your lines. You're gonna go ahead and add the lines in his ears. So we're just gonna go like that. And then on this side also, where his ears attach to his face. Okay, so let's do his head. So he has a little bit of a bumpy head. So we're gonna start off with following the oval. You could do it on both sides if you want. And then in the middle, there's a little bit of a ridge, a little bump. So we're gonna just go in, okay, and then out. And you're just gonna make this little part a little bumpy, just to give him that little rough texture. Now down here, we have to add his cheeks. And now because he's a baby, of course, he has cute little cheeks. So we're gonna just add 2 cute little cheeks that are kind of in line with this, but not attached with this end. Okay, not attached, but just in line, and you can just go ahead and add 2 cheeks. And some part of his face is a little covered by this, so we will figure that out once we get to it. So that's his cheeks. Well, let's fix this collar. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna, just like we did over here, we wanna make like this little thing that sticks out. So I'm gonna start on this side. I'm gonna go like that, and then I'm just gonna come down like that, and then this part maybe we'll make it stick out like that, so it's like a curve. And then we'll just follow the same line back here, and then we'll bring this line out like this, and we'll give it a little curve. And the reason why we want to do that is because we don't want it to look flat. We want it to look like it's 3D, like it's actually wrapped around him. So this one, So again, this is wrapped around him, so we're gonna just come and make a curved line like this, and a curved line like that. And then you're just gonna bring your pencil like this, and then this part you can also add a little bit of a curve. And then you're gonna go ahead and erase anything that's inside. And you can also erase this line if you want. Okay, so once you've erased those lines and you're happy with it, we're gonna continue. So before we get into the face, let's just do his hands. And Baby Yoda has 3 fingers. And so I'm gonna start off by drawing a line like that. Okay, don't draw it too long because remember he's tiny. Actually, I'm even gonna just erase a little bit. Okay, so this is gonna be one of his fingers. You're gonna make a little line like that, okay? And then his thumb is gonna come out from here. So you're just going to draw like this triangular kind of shape. That's like that. And then the other finger is behind. So you're just gonna go like this. And you can attach these two if you want. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna add his nails so he has these the little line there for one nail, and for his thumb, just like a teardrop shape, okay? And on this side, you can't really see the nail, but if you want, you can add a little bit like that. Okay, so let's do this hand. So this hand's also gonna be very similar to this, but it's gonna be a little more closed. So let's just add one side, and then we're gonna add the other side. And we're going to add his thumb like this. Try to look at this one and make sure they're kind of the same size. And then his finger like this. Okay, and you can add a little bit of a curve or erase if you need to erase and redo. And what I want to do, you can add this part if you like, is to kind of show that this is bent. I'm gonna add those lines. And then again, the teardrop nail. And on this side, you can just add a little nail like that. Okay, so usually when you're drawing clothing, when you're drawing details on clothing, you are going to add some lines and folds that will help you show the flowing of the clothing. Okay, so right under here, maybe you can draw a little line like that, okay? And then just attach it like that. So that'll show that he's kind of bent his arm there, and that has shown in his sleeve. And you could do the same thing on this side, except you're just gonna go like that and then like that. Okay, and maybe on this side he has a little line like that. And on this side, maybe it comes from the top, okay? And then over here with the sleeves, you can just make that a little bit stronger if you want. You're gonna go down here. You're gonna do the same kind of thing we did here. Okay, so I'm just gonna draw a little bit of a gentle line that goes like that. And on this side, it's gonna go like this. And then over here, you're gonna draw a curved line and you're gonna do another one, but a little bit shorter. And on this side, you're gonna go a little bit longer because you don't want it to be in the exact same spot. So you're gonna go a little bit down, and then you're gonna do one that goes up like that. And over here, finally, you can just add some lines to the clothes so that they don't look as rigid. So I like to make them a little bit curvier. And then at the bottom, of course, you're just gonna have this. Okay, so now we're gonna draw some stitching on his clothing. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're just gonna go from here, and we're not gonna make it straight, we're gonna make it a little bit folded because it looks like his clothes are a little bit wrinkly. So we're just gonna, over here, we're gonna just make it a little bit, and there we go. And on this side, we're gonna do the same, we're gonna follow the same line. You can make it straight if you want, but I'm gonna keep it like this, and I'm even gonna draw a little bit of an indent like that. So when I color it, he looks more natural. Okay, so now I'm going to just move on to the face. You can go ahead and erase those extra lines. And also any of these lines here that you don't like. And what we wanna do is start on his face. So down his forehead, he has a little bit of an indent. So I'm gonna draw a really light line like this, just like that. One on this side, one on that side. And that's gonna show kind of that he has like this indent in his forehead. And then he has a few very light lines, one going like that, one going like that, and then another one that's a little shorter that kind of copies the one above it. Okay, because he has a little bit of a wrinkly forehead. All right, so let's do the mouth. So remember how I said he has cheeks? So just bring the cheeks a little bit up like this so that you can really see them. And then his mouth is gonna be over here. So you're gonna draw a little chin, very small. And I just experimented a little. but I erased it. I think we're gonna do it like this. So you're gonna draw a little indent here and a little indent like that. And then you're just gonna go like this. You're gonna go down, kind of like a smile. And then you're gonna go up. Okay? And then you're gonna add a little curve underneath. To draw the nose, you are just going to draw a little triangle. And then a little curved line over the triangle like that. And then you're gonna draw in the nostrils. So 2 little curved lines attached to this little triangle, which you can also soften if you want. And then you're just gonna bring this line up a little bit like that. Okay, so you're gonna add a little indent to the nose like this. And then you can add some lines inside, some wrinkles. And then we're gonna move on to the eyes. So first we're gonna draw the ridge that's above his eyebrows. So one goes like this. So it's just a line. And then on the other side, it's the same kind of line. So you can go ahead and copy this one. And you can also adjust them until you're happy with it. And then this one kind of comes like this. And then we're gonna erase a little bit of the front for a second here and see if we like that. Okay, so you can add a little bit here so that there's a little gap. It has some lines going like that and like that. You're gonna draw 2 ovals first, 2 really big ovals to help you with the shape. And that's with the size and the shape, so you'll know that it's going to be that big. And then we're gonna go ahead and add the details. So I'm gonna start with a little bit of a point here because his eyes are a little pointy at the front, and then we're gonna go like this. So you're gonna do the same thing. So point at the bottom, and then you're just going to continue with the oval, and then bring the oval up and around. So this part basically looks like it's part of an eyelid. I feel like both of them kind of look the same. Okay, so now we're gonna add the details for the eyes. And we want his eyes to look really big and shiny. So we're gonna add some sparkle. So I'm going to go ahead and do a big circle over here. Okay. And that's what we're gonna leave white when we're coloring. And then we can do another one over here. And if we want, he has a little bit of brown in his eyes too, so we're just going to make sure we leave space for that. So we're just going to go like this, and like that. A line down there, and a little line down there. If you want to outline your Baby Yoda with marker, you can go ahead and do that. So I'm going to go do that and be back. So after I outlined it, I went ahead and erased and did a lot of cleanup work all around so that I got rid of the lines that I didn't want. And now I'm going to start coloring my Baby Yoda. I'm going to start off by taking my light green, and I'm going to just outline, as usual, outline the face. And I'm going to go over, we're probably going to use a darker green here to do the eyelid here. So because he's a baby, we're gonna add some nice pink cheeks. So I'm also gonna add a little bit on the nose first, so just a little bit. And maybe you can add a little on the chin. Very lightly, okay, because we're gonna blend that in with the green. And then over here, really light. Let's actually start off with the parts that we added pink. So I'm gonna start with the nose. Don't go too dark. And the chin, so you're just gonna go over it a little bit. Gonna color in with your green. You can go over the pink and it'll just blend it in. Use your eraser to lighten it up. I like to do that. That's a trick I like to use. Sometimes you think eraser won't erase pencil crayon, and it doesn't do it entirely, but it does give it a nice light look, and then you can just go back over. So I'm gonna go color the rest of this and I'll be back. Take the pink that I was using for the cheeks, and he's got a little bit of pink in his ears. So I'm gonna start off in the corner here, and then I'm gonna gently, lightly go out, but it's gonna go from kind of medium pressure here to light, because you're gonna blend some green in here as well. You're gonna take your green pencil crayon, the same one that you used, and you're just going to blend the two together on the edges only, okay? So don't go in here, just stay out here. You can also go ahead and color these, but just don't color in the nails, and we'll come back and add more detail. I'm going to use a little bit of a darker pencil crayon, or you can use the same pencil crayon. And again, you can also use pencil to do shading, or crayon or marker. So I'm just gonna go in the spots where I think need more color. So let's just start over here. I want to kind of create an indented effect here and here. You blend and be gentle with your pencil crayon. I mean, underneath his lips, a little bit, just gently right there. And then here, or underneath his cheeks, here, in here. You could do this area right here. And also you can outline it again if you want to go over. Also gonna outline the hands. Just continue with the darker pencil crayon, and I'm going to add some more color. And what I want to do here is not just outline, so I'm gonna just add a little bit of color, and then because I want to blend it in better, I'm gonna take that lighter green that I used earlier, and I'm gonna just blend everything back into the original. Any area that you think needs more blending, you can go ahead and blend. I'm just gonna use a marker here, and I'm just going to fill in the inside part, so leaving this little extra bit here. So I'm going to just fill that in. Take a brown pencil crayon, little corners like this. The same thing on this side. Need a beige pencil crayon, or like a brownish beige. You can also use a peach or even a yellow if you don't have a peach, so this would be the peach. And we're gonna just color this in. We're just gonna outline it first. So you're just gonna outline all around it. You can go ahead and do these as well. Fill it in. If any white spaces, we can always just go over it and just color it in lightly. I want to add some more shadow to it, so I'm going to use this taupe color, or you can use a dark brown or even your pencil. And I'm just going to go and fill in the parts that have shadow, so just a little bit. So right here, I think, and underneath here, since this one's on top of this one, it's gonna have a little bit of shadow like that. Down here, he'll have some shadow from his clothes. Maybe in the middle here a little. Maybe a little bit here since it's indented, and under his face. Maybe add a little bit there. Okay, once you're happy with that, you can use the same beige actually. I'm gonna start outlining his outfit. So just go ahead and outline. So once you've outlined it in, then we're just gonna go ahead and color it lightly. So you're just gonna do the straight, coloring in straight lines like this, short strokes. I'm just going to darken under there and over here, the shadows that are made by these little lines. And remember to blend. After you've done that, you always have to blend it in so it blends in. So we can add some under here, and some in here, or even there. We'll need more color to make sure that there's no white spaces. Also take my dark brown if I want, and I can really add some more shading. So just a little bit though. Really thin line that shows the shading. So we don't want to overwhelm it with dark, but just add a little bit, and it'll just make it pop even more. Okay, and once you're finished, don't forget to sign at the bottom and write the date so that you remember when you made it. And that's Baby Yoda. I hope you enjoyed today's drawing, and if you have any suggestions for me of things you'd like to draw together, you can just leave them in the comments, and I can't wait to draw together with you again. Bye!